So I'm going to give a demo of the Ziply tool. And before I jump into the tool itself, let me just set up the demo. Imagine there's a company, Zensas. Zensas is a B2B company. They have a LinkedIn page, maybe with, say, 1,500 followers. They have a lot of employees, salespeople, pre sales, marketing, and they have their own social network. So, for example, Barton is the director of sales, and Barton has 3,000 followers. They also have a channel network, and each of these companies have their own employees. Maybe they are sales employees or pre-sales employees. We are going to take the example of Sophie. Sophie Bugby, the pre-sales consultant at Trantau Group, the channel partner, and Sophie has, say, 2,000 followers on her LinkedIn. So what we are going to do is we are going to create a post, and Zensas will publish it to their company page. Then we will amplify this to partners, and then Sophie will receive a feed, and then she will be able to post the same content onto her LinkedIn profile. And then Barton is a director of sales. Barton doesn't have time to go into LinkedIn, and he doesn't want to cut and paste and so on. So what Barton has done, he has delegated his account to the admin. So the admin will post on behalf of Barton. So let's see this demo. So I am now the admin for Zensas. I'm going to pick one of them, and I am going to invite some people for a webinar. And this is my webinar post. This is on LinkedIn, and it has all the details around a post. And I can add images, videos, and whatnot. If I want to have this reviewed, I can set a date that please approve this post by the 15th, and I can select, say, Corey and Ryan. They need to approve this post before it goes out. If it doesn't go out, you cannot publish it, or nor you can amplify it. But if you don't want this to be reviewed, you can simply change the status manually to ready. Now you will publish this to your LinkedIn. So I am going to set a time. So let's say I want to schedule this for 14th. It's on LinkedIn, and I want to put this on the Zensas page. And I want to have another schedule. Instead of the 14th, I want it to go on Friday at say a given time. And I want to push it again. So I have two schedules. So that's straightforward stuff. Now I want to amplify this. I want my partners and employees to do that. How do I do this? So I can say I want to select, let's say start with employees first, and I can filter down to only specific employees, like in a specific region or in a specific department. I can even say I only want this to be amplified by partners, and you can even select which partners. I only want this to be promoted by my Latin America partner, or people who are only selling AI services, or who are certified resellers. So this is all metadata that you can control. You can even go down to a select partner. So I can say that only Trantau Group. The use case here is that maybe you have developed a joint solution with one of the partners, and you want all the employees of that partners to promote this post as well. Now, so I'm going to select all partners in here. And then you might notice that I have this posted on the company page. I may want to tweak the language a little bit, but I don't want to mess with this content, what's already gone on the company pages. I want to create a slightly different version of this for the partners to amplify. So what do I do? I will now create a variant. So I can just create a variant and give it a name. I've already created one. It's called the partner variant number 2. So here, join an it's so the first variant says join us for an exclusive webinar, but the variant says join an exclusive webinar hosted by Zensas. Now, when we have our AI capability, AI will automatically take care of this translation. You can even create language variants. So, for example, I have this English version, and now I've created a Spanish version. and I want to create a French version of the same content. Now, why is this helpful? Because let's say you want to promote this content to French partners and they want to do it in France. They don't have the time to take the English content and convert that. So you provide that as a service. Again, our AI will help create the language version, and then we present the right version to the right employee and to the partner based on their preferred language. So at the moment, I have created a second variant. So let's just assume it's in English only. I'm going to click on so I have selected my partner as my audience. I'm going to click on amplify, and I've already amplified this one. So I'm going to select this post is ready to be amplified from say 14th, and I'm going to say message variant number 2 and the English version. And only the second variant will now be available to the partners to amplify. So I will click on amplify. What will now happen is that the second variant message will go to the partners to be requested to be posted on their website. So now I mentioned that Sophie is an pre-sales consultant at Trenta Group, which is one of the partners. So let's log in as Sophie. So I am now logged in as Sophie. And if I go to Sophie's profile, I've already connected her LinkedIn account and also her Twitter account. And when I go to the feed, I see that particular variant that was amplified. And all Sophie has to do is just click on post, and it's already posted on to the LinkedIn network. So what we have seen so far is the process of amplification. Zensas created a post that went onto their LinkedIn page. They created a variation of that post, variant 2, and amplified it through the partner network. The partner, Sophie, who works for Trantau Group, picked it up in her feed and posted it on her LinkedIn profile. Now imagine if there are tens and 20 partners, each one of them with 4 or 5 employees, and out of 100 people, let's say even 30, 40 of them amplify that, you can very easily increase the reach of your original post by say 30, 40, 50x. And that helps you increase the top of the funnel, helps improve the brand impressions. Now, I don't want to amplify the post. I just want people to engage with the post on the LinkedIn page. So I publish the post on the LinkedIn page, on the company page, and I want my partners to engage with it because engagement itself creates eyeballs and top of the funnel views. So how would you do that? So let's go to another post. This is a best practices post, and I am going to click on publish. And in this, I will publish this to the Zensas page. And this time I'm going to check that I want the advocate engagement also along with this on this post. So I'm just going to click on partner, and I'm going to schedule this post. Now, when we schedule this post, Sophie, who is the partner employee, she will get this Zensas original post on her feed, and then she can engage on that feed as well. So let's log in as Sophie in her feed, and you will see that this post is already there. She can engage with this post. So she can click on the thumbs up, she can write a comment in here, and she can even do a repost and provide her own thoughts as well. So we have seen two things so far. We have amplified the post through the partner network, and we have created engagement from the partner network. Now, let's talk about employees also. And I'm going to go back to my webinar, and I want my employees also to amplify this post on their behalf of the company. It's very simple. I will just click on employee, and just like how we saw Sophie get the feed, employees will also get the feed. But some of the employees are very busy. Let's take the example of Barton. Barton is in the sales team, and he has delegated his account to the admin. And Barton basically says, it's okay for me to post and engage by the admin on my behalf. And if you want, I'll just show it to you how that process works. So this is Sophie's account, but imagine this was Barton's. So you can just click here, and then Sophie clicks on delegate. Basically, Sophie has delegated her rights to post, like, repost, and comment by the admin, right? So let's do that. So in my example here, we'll go into the settings. under delegated accounts, two people have delegated, Gordon and Barton. They have delegated their LinkedIn ability to post, like, repost, and comment to the admin. So now I'm the admin now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into that webinar post again. And when I click on publish, not only do I publish onto the Zensas page, I can now actually post on behalf of Barton and Gordon as well. So what's now going to happen is three separate posts will be created. One on the Zensa Ziply LinkedIn page and two for Barton and Gordon. The same post will go there. Now, if you don't want Barton and Gordon to have the same variant, you can just create a separate schedule and select a different variant on that. So this is how you can delegate posting on behalf of employees. You can also engage on behalf of the employees. So let's look at Barton. Like, then and then Barton can also repost. Now, once we have AI, we have a placeholder here. AI will automatically generate such comments, which obviously can be edited by the admin. Now, Barton, how many posts can an admin post on behalf of Barton? That's on the control of Barton. Barton can decide that I only want 2 posts per week or 3 posts per week, or maybe no limits. The control is completely with the advocate. So now when you schedule this post, what will happen is first it will go to the Zensa's LinkedIn page, then it will go to the individual pages of Barton and Gordon. Then we wait for a while. So after 15 minutes, the first like goes, and then at a random time between 1 minute to say 15 minutes, the comment and the repost will go as well. And if there are more than one person, so you can add more. So all of them can do that. And again, once we have our AI, it will automatically be populated with AI and it can be edited. So this is how the delegate part works. Now, let's go back to our product. Now, I've shown you the amplification, engagement, and the delegate part of it. And we have a ton of analytics. So you can actually see all the analytics, how many posts were created in the last whatever time period to decide by channel, how many advocates are there, how many were available to engage, how many were available to amplify, how many actually did it. And you have advocate analytics that shows how many advocates are there, how many active advocates are there, and so on and so forth. One last thing, let me go back to the post again. Within a post, there are links. This is the link. As I mentioned that every post is amplified by every partner, we are able to personalize this link to every post, which means we can track who is promoting and who is getting the most registration in this case, down to the partner advocate level. So if a specific partner is heavily promoting the webinar or the product announcement, the partner team can decide to reward them, to incentivize them. And if some other partner, they are not even participating, the partner manager can talk to them and, figure out how they can help. So the benefit of this product is that when you create content specific to partners, they get to promote it on their own LinkedIn personal profiles, and they become thought leaders, and they are seen as thought leaders in their own networks of prospects and customers. And this helps them to establish their brand presence. This helps the partners to bring in more leads and meet their revenue targets.